The MOUs is the major objective of this MOUs is to provide the framework to further develop and strengthen the radiation and nuclear safety capabilities of Iran. And it is recognized that the signing of this MOU is very delicate, and the participants coming to this signing ceremony. Firstly, from Vietnam side, I would like to introduce Mr. Trần Quốc Khánh, the Deputy Minister, Department of International Cooperation Most. From Mr. Lê Quang Hiệp, Deputy Director General. Mr. Cấn Văn Minh, Deputy Director General. For Active Deputy Chief of Mission. Mr. Stewart Charles, Commercial Consultant. Mr. Douglas Sonel, Economy, Science, Technology and Health Officer. Mr. William Marshall, Commercial Attaché. And a specialist coming from Library Corporation. Firstly, Mr. Seth Grace, President and CEO. Mr. Nguyễn Đình Sơn, Country Executive. Thank you. And of course, the very important parts of this signing ceremony, I would like to introduce Mr. Seth Grace of Library and Professor. So now, this is the time for making toast and cheers for the signing of the MOU. Okay. We're coming for the remarks and speech first. Is it approved? Yeah. Thank you. So now the acting deputy chief of the mission to have very short remarks on this signing, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gregg. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to be here today and represent my government at the signing of this Memorandum of Understanding between Lightbridge Corporation and Barron's. When President Obama and President Song met in the Oval Office in Washington 1 year ago, our two leaders called for strengthened cooperation on civil nuclear energy, safeguards, and security. In May this year, in this very building, we made significant progress in fulfilling that shared objective when our two governments signed a Section 123 agreement on peaceful uses of nuclear energy. This signing represented a major milestone in the bilateral relationship between Vietnam and the United States. The MOU that we just signed today represents an important first step in this new phase of civil nuclear cooperation between the United States and Vietnam. It will also help Vietnam develop the energy resources it needs for future economic growth and security. I salute the government of Vietnam for its serious approach to developing and strengthening the radiation and nuclear safety capabilities of Vietnam's newly emerging nuclear power industry. This is a very complex undertaking that encompasses legal and regulatory frameworks, human resources and training, and quality management issues. It also reaches to concerns with local and international ramifications in the movement of radioactive materials, as well as for confidence in the safeguards built into management and regulatory structures. Lightbridge has the global expertise to develop effective support infrastructures for commercial nuclear energy programs around the world. Mr. Gray is a member of the U.S. Department of Commerce's Civil Nuclear Trade Advisory Committee. He's an authority on that industry. Lightbridge offers Barron's world-class capabilities as Barron's continues to implement best practices and excellence in nuclear regulation, licensing, inspection, education, and training activities. Therefore, I would like to congratulate Barron's on its foresight in working with a world-class company like Lightbridge, and to congratulate Lightbridge for being positioned to make a substantial contribution to the future of Vietnam's energy industry and economic prosperity. This will be a benefit to both of our countries as economic and trade partners. I'd also like to thank you, Deputy Mr. Kang and Director Kang, for your support and your vision in moving this industry and our cooperation, in industry forward. I wish Barron's and Lightbridge every success in this mutual endeavor, and thank you very much for allowing me to
Thank you very much, Mr. Mark Lambert. So now I would like to introduce Professor Vương Director General of Barron's, to have the remarks.
Mr. Mark Lambert, Political Counselor of the United States of America in Hanoi, the Chuyên, the Minister of Science and Technology of Vietnam, Mr. Gray, President and CEO, Fabric Corporation. This weekend, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Barron's, I would like to thank you and welcome all of you to be here at the signing ceremony of MOU between Barron's and Lightbridge. I think this is a big event in nuclear cooperation between Vietnam and US after 1, 2, 3 agreement between two countries has been signed on last May. We consider this event to be a gift for welcoming the 1, 2, 3 agreement approved in investment. Vietnam highly appreciates the cooperation with US in nuclear field. So far, we have many kinds of cooperation activity with US NRC, US NOE, and other cooperation. This cooperation has been very useful for Vietnam in development of legal framework, human resource training, enhancement of nuclear safety, security, and safeguard. Some cooperation activities are well known in Vietnam, such as the conversion program of Đà nuclear reactor from high enriched uranium to low enriched uranium, megaport initiative with the provision of 12 RPM for climate and TY seaport we received from UN. Yeah. And improvement of physical protection system for 24 facility with radioactivity greater than 1,000 curie in Vietnam. So we received from the UE assistant, and many other I cannot mention here. Yes. I think this activity has been promoted signing the 1, 2, 3 agreement between two countries. Lightbridge, I know, is a leading provider of nuclear consulting service to commercial and government entities worldwide, and is developing next generation nuclear fuel technology to provide improved safety, enhanced nuclear power plant economic, and spent fuel benefits. For newcomer countries like Vietnam, Lightbridge can provide service including energy system modeling, policy development, national infrastructure assessment, record siting, establishment of an independent nuclear regulatory body, strategy, fleet planning, life cycles, fuel strategy, vendor analysis. And procurement strategy. Lightbridge has provided consulting service to the UAE Federal Authority Nuclear Regulatory, in website of Barron's, you see yesterday we published one information about your success in UAE service on oversight and inspection of nuclear power plant in UAE. I think it's a very, very good news for us, because we know your potential in the world market on nuclear service. Vietnam is implementing the first nuclear power project as a regulatory body of the country, Bahrain would like to receive assistance and cooperation from foreign entity in order to carry out its role and function in nuclear power program of our country. The MOU we have signed today will create the legal framework for the cooperation between Bahrain and leverage in nuclear power program of Vietnam. I do hope that with the effort of both sides, we can find the strategy and the way of cooperation for our benefit and contributing to implementation of 127 after approval, which I wish the cooperation between Vietnam and Viet to be developed and enhanced with all of you happy and success. Thank you for your
So now I would like to introduce Mr. Ket Viet, President and CEO of Lightbridge Corporation.
Deputy Minister Khan, Dr. Tan, Deputy Chief of Mission Lambert, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today we applaud Bahrain's goal of establishing itself as a world nuclear energy safety regulatory authority. It sends a very strong message. At the same time, today also marks the beginning of Lightbridge Corporation's support of veterans. On behalf of our entire company, please know we are very proud to have been chosen to help achieve this important mission. This work is important to veterans for nuclear safety, commercially important to Lightbridge, and I am sure it is of strategic importance to both of our governments. We are pleased that so many officials from both Vietnam and the United States are here today for this signing. And we are deeply honored that Lightbridge is the first American company to enter into cooperation with veterans for the nuclear power program. Lightbridge will work in 6 areas to support veterans that are all subjects of in-depth experience of Lightbridge experts. We expect to start with assistance and furtherance of the legal and regulatory infrastructure for radiation and nuclear safety. The second area of our support is further development of the integrated quality management system. The third is support to the main nuclear regulatory activities, including reviews and assessments, licensing and authorization, inspection and enforcement, and the very important area of training. The fourth area of support is in administration and finance, including human resources, document control, and license fees and billing. The fifth area is support in international and governmental affairs, including the very important area of transparency and public information. And finally, the sixth area is Lightbridge support to veterans for nuclear safeguards and security, regulatory activities for import and export of nuclear and radioactive materials. We are grateful for the original introduction to veterans U.S. government officials gave to Lightbridge last year during the nuclear trade policy mission. And we deeply appreciate the U.S. government's support leading up to today's summit. We are honored to be included in the nuclear program by veterans, and we are thankful to the Ministry of Science and Technology for its meetings with Lightbridge and for holding today's event here at the Ministry's headquarters. Today we start, step by step, into the future of veterans' continuing excellence as a world-leading nuclear safety regulatory authority. We at Lightbridge are proud to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. And I believe that everyone is so much eager to meet this toast for this signing ceremony. So please go on, and it's time to cheer for the signing.
Good way to start. start the day. I hope we have more and more exchanges with American companies.
You have to create plan for the implementation of the mode. Activities, daily activities.
Yeah. So they have a rich experience in helping the newcomer country like Vietnam. They have very no Vietnamese.
It's okay.
Vietnamese.
That's right. You have
We have some
help us
space
today.
for you.